Let's practice some STAAR grade 8 math questions on non-proportional and linear relationships. Non-proportional and proportional linear relationships. So what do we mean by proportional or non-proportional? A linear relationship is proportional. A linear relationship, where is my pen? Sorry. So a linear relationship is proportional. It is proportional when b is equal to 0. That is, there is no starting point. If there is a starting point, then it is non-proportional. But when b is equal to 0, then it is proportional. So that means for our equation y equals mx plus b, when b is equal to 0, this equation becomes y equals mx, but this time m here is k. So that means y equals kx, where k is the constant. So when y is equal to kx, that means it is a proportional relationship. And we can also say k is equal to y over x. You will understand it better with these practice questions. So now let's take a look at this question. A teacher bought sets of books at a cost $17.95 per set. The teacher also paid a one-time shipping fee. One-time shipping fee. This means there is an initial payment. So here now, from this question now, that means B is $22 and M, which is the amount paid per set, is $17.95. So this is not proportional. So which table shows the relationship between the total cost of the books and the number of sets of books the teacher bought? So don't forget our equation. Our equation says y equals mx plus b. So now that means y will be equal to $17.95 plus whatever, times whatever x we are choosing, then plus b. So which means if we choose one x from this table, now let's take a look at this table so we can confirm which of the table is correct. So when we choose an x, let's say we are choosing 16 as the x, we have 16, 20, 24 and 28 for everything. So when x is 16, so let's calculate. When x is 16, y, let's see what y we give. So we say $17.95 times 16. This gives, when x is 16, this gives 287.2. Then plus, what is b? The b is 22. So plus 22. This gives 309.2. So y is equal to $209.02. Let's take a look at the table. Which one has, for when x is 16? When x is 16, y must be equal to this. Let's take a look at the tables. Which one has this option? That is option J. So that means this is wrong, and this is wrong. But for you to be sure that you chose the correct option, you will want to try the same thing for two or all the options that we have there. So now let's choose when x equals 20. So that means we'll have 17.95 times 20. This gives times 20, 17.95 times 20. Okay, this gives 359, then plus 22, which is the initial payment, that's 381. That is also correct. So that means option J is the correct option. This is a non-proportional relationship. If it is proportional, then the value of b will be 0. That is, there will be no starting point. There will be no y-intercept. There will be no initial payment. So that is what proportional means. But when there is an initial payment, a starting point, or y-intercept, then that means it is non-proportional. So now let's take a look at this table. Which table contains only corresponding values of x and y, where the value of y, it says the value of y is 3 more than, the value of y is 3 more than the quotient of x and 2. The quotient of x and 2 means x over 2. The quotient of x and 2 means the answer you will get when you divide x by 2. So it means x divided by 2. So now the question says we should look at this table. Which one is true for this? So when the value of x, let's pick 7. When the value of x is 7, let's find y. So that means we have 3 plus 7 seconds. So 7 half. 7 half will give 3.5. So 3 plus 3.5. So when x is 7, y should be 6.5. Let's see which one has that option. It is option G. So when x is 7, y is 3.5 and y is 6.5. So it is not this, it is not this, and it is not this. But for us to be sure, let's try another value of x. So when x is 10 now, we have 3 plus 10 over 2. That will be 3 plus 5, and that is 8. Did we get 8? So that means option, what option is that? Option G is the correct option for this. So now let's move to the next one. The next one says Rodolfo has 15 toys in his toy box, and he adds the initial toy, that is B, is 15. He has 15 toys initially, right from time, that is the starting point. And he adds 2 new toys every month, that is the rate. Every month he adds 2 new toys, that means M is 2. Based on this information, which representation best shows this relationship between the number of toys and the number of months? So now that means y should be equal to 2x plus 15. So whenever you pick a value of x and you multiply it by 2 and you add 15 to it, it must give you the value of y. So let's start with the table. Let's pick x to be 4. So y will be equal to 4 times 2 is 8. 8 plus 15 is 23. So we did not get 23 here, so that means this is wrong. Let's take a look at the second table. When x is 1, y equals 2 times 1 is 2 plus 15. That is 17. Okay, we got 17 here. Let's take another x. When x is 2, y equals, when x is 4 rather, y equals 2 times 4, that's 8. 8 plus 15 will give 23. But the option here says 68, so that means this is wrong. We can pick another x. When x is 7, 2 times 7 is 14. 14 plus 15, that will be 32. It's not 119, so that means that option is wrong. So we are left with the graphs. So now let's take a look at the graphs. Let's trace where it can be easy for us to get the value of y. Let's see on the graph. Okay, now it is easier. Look at this point. We can tell that when x is 10, y is 35. So this one says when x is 10, y is 35. So let's put x in the equation. So let's put x is 10 in this equation. Let's erase this. So if you put x is 10 in the equation, so this will be 2 times 10. 2 times 10 will be 20. 20 plus 15, that's 35. 20 plus 15 is 35. Okay, that means so if you put 10, we'll get 35. 2 times 10 plus 15, that gives 35. So there is a possibility that this answer is correct. But let's look for another point that we can trace out to find out the value of y. Okay, let's see somewhere here. Let's try 7. It will be less than 30 if you try 7. So when x is 7, we have 2 times 7 plus 15. That will be 14 plus 15, and that is 29. So we can say this is correct. But before we conclude that it is correct, let's take a look at J. J says, let's look at a point here also. Let's pick a point here. Okay, let's pick this point. It's easy to trace. So this is 90. This place will be 90, and this is 6. So let's see if x is 6. Will y be 90? So y equals 2 times 6. 2 times 6 plus 15. 2 times 6 is 12. 12 plus 15 will be 27. So when x is 6, y should be 27. And this one says y is 90. So this is wrong also. So the correct option is G. And that is it. The correct option is G. Now let's take a look at this one. I think you should be able to solve this one yourself. The question says, a teacher bought markers at a cost of $3 per set. That is the rate. And the rate is $3 per set. That's $3. The teacher had a $2 off coupon. $2 off means B, that is the initial payment, is -2. Because if it is $2 off, that means we'll be subtracting 2 from the equation. So B here is -2. So take note, don't add 2. If you add 2, you will get a wrong answer. It says $2 off. So that means it will be -2 to use towards the total cost of the market bought, and it is a one-time coupon. Not that for every purchase there will be $2. No, not that $2 will be subtracted for every purchase, but it is a one-time coupon, one-time payment. I mean subtraction. Which table shows the relationship between? So now, if you want to write our equation now, our equation will be y equals 3x minus 2. So this is the equation. Y equals 3x minus 2, because it is minus, because it is a coupon. We are subtracting it from the payment. So now use this to find which of these tables is correct, just as I did in the previous two options. If you can't remember, go back and watch it again. So which of this is correct? When x is 3, what will be the value of y? When x is 9, what will be the value of y? When x is 12, just take a look at calculate for each table and choose the correct option. And this will be the last question for this. I think it is the same thing. Let's see. The value of y is 3 more. Now let's first write the equation. Now that is the first thing you should do. Write out the equation. Let's first write out the elements. Y is 3 more than twice the opposite of x. So that is 3 more than. Twice means 2 times the opposite of x. That means -x. Assuming it says 3 more than x, but 3 more than the opposite of x is -x. So this means y, you need to first write the equation out and get it correctly, else you will not be able to calculate or solve anything. So this will give y equals 2 times -x becomes -2x. And we can also rewrite this to say y equals -2x plus 3. So you have to choose 2 correct options. You can see the option here, the first one, y equals -2x plus 3. So now you choose the second correct option from all these options. Option 1 is correct. Yes, I've done that. So now choose one more correct option. Look at the tables. Look at the graphs, and look at the tables and choose the correct one. Which one is correct? You can pause it so you can see it very well. This one is correct. So you now use this to calculate the value of y, and these are the tables. So there is one more correct option from the 2 graphs and the 2 tables. Just one more is correct. So solve this, and that will be all for now.